All right, let's go to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and we'll talk with Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi. So good speaking to you. Thank you for your ministry.
Well, thanks,
I
Diane.
have a question. Yeah, my question is, I have a Christian brother and sister who are now divorced, and I've been married for 48 years, so they're kind of looking to me for marriage counseling. However, if I give them words from the scriptures, it feels like they try and use the word against one another. And I sort of like feel like a volleyball, and I just wanted to ask you, what is some of the best things you could tell someone? I mean, I'm not educated to be a marriage counselor, but they're my brothers and sisters in Christ, and I just feel like I would love to be able to help, but at this point, I'm feeling a little bit of a deficit in that area.
Okay. All right, Diane. Thanks. First of all, I commend you on your willingness and your heart to reach out to them and minister to them. It's so fun in one sense. I know it's hard work. It's difficult. It can be stressful, but it is really rewarding just to have that contentment and satisfaction to know that you're in the midst of a problem and that God is using you to reach people, especially in putting back together a marriage. So I commend you on that. I think you've got a beautiful heart in Christ there. And, my thought is this, that first, you could be reading anything or saying anything, but if they're dead set on using it as ammunition, then I don't know that you can fix that. Sometimes we can't fix people's selfish attitudes that they're harboring. If they have bitterness and resentment, they could use anything you say as fuel. So perhaps we need to start with the scorekeeping and the attempt to win. They're trying to win arguments. They're trying to paint the other person into a corner. And when we try to win in a marriage, everybody loses. And so I would say they need to be willing to lose. They need to give up their right to win. This is not about winning. It's about togetherness. It's not about winning. It's about connection with each other and communication. So I think they need to give up their right to win. And secondly, discover who the real enemy is. See, the enemy here is the power of sin. If they're both believers, and I think you said they are, well, the enemy is the power of sin, not their spouse. And so when we discover that, we say, well, wait a minute, my husband's acting like a jerk. No, the power of sin is a jerk. Your husband is a child of God, holy, righteous, blameless. He's got a new heart and a new spirit. He's raised and seated with Jesus Christ. He's a child of God, a new creation. And then the husband says, well, yeah, but my wife, she just nag. No, the power of sin is a nag, and the power of sin may be feeding her a thought like, well, if you don't get this fixed, if you don't say something about this, then he'll never change. And what if he never changes? Fear, fear, fear. See, the power of sin is working on both of them, both spouses in the marriage. And if they don't realize who their real enemy is, they turn on each other and they attack and they try to win. Lastly, I would say it sounds like there's a great deal of forgiveness that needs to happen. One spouse feels abandoned, not appreciated. The other spouse feels disrespected and attacked. And so we have to go through the process of forgiving each other and say, you know what, it hurt me when you did that. It made me feel like you were belittling me, talking down to me, making me feel like I don't know who I am or what I'm saying. And so I feel attacked and I feel disrespected. But you know what? I've got a new heart in Christ, and I choose to forgive you, and I choose to release you from anything that you owe me, even if you do it again. I choose to forgive you and give you a total release from any debt. That's what forgiveness is. So there's a few things there: recognizing who the real enemy is, the power of sin, being willing to lose, not always trying to win. When we try to win, everybody loses. And then recognizing how important forgiveness is in marriage and what forgiveness really means to release the other person from any debt they owe us.